We often use this word life, don't we? How many times will you use this word in course of your conversation with other people and doing your work? But what do we mean by this word life? Most of the time, don't we mean our own life when we use the word life? But is it the whole meaning of life? Is it your own life or the life as a whole? Life of all beings, the whole existence of everything on this earth is the real meaning of life. And the other name of that macro life is nature. Welcome you, my friends. Good morning. Today happens to be 20th of November, 2025. And I woke up in the morning after all my morning rituals. I got this deep spark of inspiration. And I want to talk to you on this topic called life. Look, life is the greatest teacher. And the other name of life is nature. So nature is the greatest teacher. We gather so many teachers in life, in our human forms. But seldom all of them are true teachers, unless some of them, a rare few of them, are really aligned with nature and they use themselves as the medium of nature to communicate what nature is teaching. Nature is teaching every moment. Newton was one guy, he learned from nature, gravitation, and he became a visionary, a transformer. Everything happened in the future through that moment's learning. So another learning of nature is present moment. Nature exists in the present moment. This moment that I'm talking to you. And if I'm connected with nature in this moment will expand and create a very wonderful presentation for you. Listen to me, my friend. I'm not talking with any expectations, but I'm talking with purpose. Real purpose that includes me, you, everyone on this earth. Friends, I've been a leadership trainer, and there are many people who would be listening to me or perhaps been trained by me sometime. I'm an old-timer. Old-timer in the sense for only 35 years I have been teaching and training people on leadership. And the greatest gift of nature that came my way in 1989 is a premium course called MILT Leadership Training. And today, the same course I deliver as UXL, as a trainer of that course, because that course transformed my life, gave me a new birth, gave me a new identity, and that I pursued through the last 35 years. And today, I'm loved, sometime honored by many people as a good trainer. And I attribute all my gratitude primarily to that course, which gave me a new eye, a new vision. And then to Rabindranath Tagore, who pulled me into Shantiniketan, and his whole life and work stands as one of the greatest inspirations of my life. And whatever I'm talking to you is my own realization that I've gathered on the way since that transformation, since that turning point came in my life. Friends, the greatest teaching of that course was leadership is contribution in other people's life. But most of us who joined the course interpreted life as my personal life. So we pursued our personal success through that course. It took us time to realize, because that course did not end there. Many of us became successful in our own life, in our own traits. But the real success was pending until that term success was redefined as fulfillment of our life. And then I came in touch with another great learning from a great master. Not only a master, one of the most wonderful human beings, as I read about him, is Abraham Maslow, who talked about needs. And that's another piece of learning that came from nature. And Abraham Maslow talked about the highest need called self-actualization. First is individual need, then the social need, and then the self-actualization need. In the social arena and in the personal arena, in the lower rungs of the hierarchy of needs, we learned about personal success to start with, achievements, personal success. My trainer used to beautifully say, achievement is doing anything worthwhile, and success is achievement recognized by people. So we walked in these two orbits spirally. At the bottom, we wanted to be great, we wanted to be famous, we wanted to be rich, and after a while, we created a fraternity, our own MILT fraternity, and then other social fraternities like, Lions, Rotaries, BNI, and many other wonderful fraternities where people congregated and tried to contribute in the society. So it escalated to that level. But now, at this stage of my life, I'm 75 years young. Have you heard me? So I have a long way to go, and I will not pass away until I complete my journey. And if I'm taken away from here before my vision is complete, I will get someone who will complete that vision on this earth. Of course, I am not attached to my vision either, because my greatest vision is to actualize myself and connect myself with the Creator. And in that process, on this earth, I'm working for a vision which becomes an embodiment to, channelize this vision to many more people. I don't want to go there now, but I want to talk how Maslow's hierarchy of need at the highest level has now manifested in my life to really interpret the meaning of the MILT course, the meaning of the UXL training course. There are many people whom I have invited to listen to me today, people who have been trained by me 25 years, 30 years ago. And I'll also invite my colleagues from MILT to listen to me, not because I want to be a boss or a leader. I'm equal to all of you, but at the same time, there is no harm sharing some wisdom which has fallen upon me, because wisdom is not mine. Just like MILT wisdom, it came on our way because we were entitled to receive it. And that wisdom is leadership through self-actualization. If we find inspiration, we find joy in carrying out the legacy, then we must understand this important nomenclature called leadership through self-actualization. Because when we want to become leader for ourselves, we remain at the bottom. We start growing when we want to make other people leaders, contributing in their lives, belonging to a fraternity, community, and all that. We have grown at a higher level. But according to Abraham Maslow, we operate at the highest level of leadership is when we redefine leadership as a self-actualization journey. And there, we are not just humans. There we must learn we are not human beings having a spiritual experience. Sometime here and there, we have spiritual kicks and we feel we are very spiritual. But that underdefines the real meaning of human, which we learned in MILT, in the morning Science of Living classes, in UXL, that we are human, not mineral human, not animal human. If that is the ultimate purpose of life, then we must know the real meaning of human. And that's not we are human being having spiritual kicks. We are essentially spiritual beings at the core, having a human experience. And that realization is going to transform everything and create new visions in your life. And you will realize perhaps the purpose of your birth. If you are in business, unless you are a visionary, you are doing only dukandari. Forgive me for using this word. I have defined business in two ways, dukandaris and visionaries. Dukandaris is just making money, distributing products here and there. At the core, you don't understand what you are doing to the society. If we are selling merchandise, if you are selling ultra-modern products, if we are selling beauty parlor products, Good, nice. But that's for your own lower bottom. I want to be successful. I want to look better. I want to be physically smart at that realm. Not bad. All people are required. But if you have taken the training of leadership, then you must escalate. Then you create a fraternity. Then you work together. You said, me. My leadership center, my community. And then now a new community is emerging. And I'm leading that community. Along with every one of you, we want to lead that community. And that community is a self-actualization community. And there, the purpose of leadership is finally culminated, flower into a real fragrance. And there, we will not just clap, celebrate, and do those things which we have done. And we are grateful that we did it. But we will not stay and end our journey there. We will lift ourselves to another realm. And we will take all other people in that highest realm. There are two ways of being on the top. One is climbing the ladders, which we have done, which we all have to do from the young age. But when we are visionaries, when we are true leaders, then our leadership is defined as a self-actualization journey. Leadership through self-actualization. And then we sit at the top, need the ladder down. I repeat, two ways. Climbing up the ladders to go to the top, which we have all done. But now we are required to knit the ladder down. And that's the way we will escalate and become truly spiritual beings. And unless we do it, I must let you know, we have not got the best teaching of nature. Nature teaches us to be one with nature. And as Bible says, God has created man after his own image. I interpret that in our own spiritual concept. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. And that is actually so aham. That is aham brahmasmi. And that is what Maharaj Nisargadatta had said, I am that. And once you realize that and help all others realize this early in their life, then you have realized the purpose of life. I don't know how these words have made impact to you, but I've told them sincerely. It's a bit heavy maybe, but that doesn't matter. I request you to listen to it again, because there you are touching the real bottom. And everything is going to flourish. I've created this new forum called As It Is. ASITIS. Yes, the first four letters are mine. But, as Tagore had said, never make and promote yourself in the vision that you are pursuing in this life. But willy-nilly, I'm still perhaps attached to my name. So this word, as it is, came from nature to me. But it is not relating my name, which eventually is a part of that name. But as it is means right now. As it is means the way the nature is. So be natural in order to be distinct and unique in this world. So I invite you to connect in this new journey where we will contribute in the world in a very major way. We all shall be visionaries. And our manifesto will not be exactly the manifesto which we designed when we created our alumni. Now it has to escalate. The call is very deep. Leadership through self-actualization. How many are there with me in creating this new manifesto, which will give us all the joy, all the love, all the freedom that we deserve? Thank you very much.